Doon 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 doon. Let's go, my boys. Let's go, my boys. Doon 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 doon. Let's flip and go, man. Hold up. Let me make sure that I've got the video going and good to go. Let's go. Dude, let me tell y'all something, man. Friday night, I was like, bro, I gotta make this happen. And unfortunately, we were not able to make it happen. So I was like, all right, we're gonna do it on Saturday. And unfortunately, Saturday night was not able to happen either. But we are here today. We are here today on a Sunday night, which is why I appreciate y'all who are here so much. Because it is a Sunday night at 11 p.m. And I'm sure it must be way later for others that are living in other parts of the world. So I truly appreciate every single human being who made the time to be here today and is going to make the time later on. All love. Let me know if the audio is good, if I need to turn it up a little bit, not now that we're getting used to this, to the new setup. But I appreciate everybody who's here. All love, man. Lazy Mofos, Sadratic, maybe PHX. All love. Jakey was here. What's good? Mizori D. Shirayuki. What's good? What's good? What's good? Matt in the morning. Tatsudi Saul. Wes. Declan Von Heel. My boy Kev. Quag 2. What is good, y'all? What's good? All right, let me make sure that we've got this. So, while we set everything up here, Ali G coming and yo missed. What's good? Ali G comes in and drops down with the Gorosei. Drops down like Stabs did last week. Oh, man. Drops in. Summon Sign It All. Spellbinding Circle. Ali G shows up for one final 20 gifted bomb of the year of 2024. All love to you, Ali G. Ali G, keep that thing up right there. I want to show y'all something. I want to show every single person in chat something today, yo. This was a gift given by one of the good brothers, an individual that I know all of you pretty much have seen, if you've been here for any length of time, have seen on the channel. My boy Josh, who y'all have seen within the chat, as well as I've mentioned in passing as an individual that that's been with me on this journey for a very long time. He gifted me something that I would like to show all here today. I'm wearing the Gear 5 shirt because it's fitting of what we've got here. All right? So let me show y'all this as Ali G comes in with the 20 gifted bomb, alright? What I have here are a pair of shoes, ladies and gentlemen. A pair of not just any shoes, a pair of one-piece Pumas. Alright, one-piece Robert D. Lucci's. Okay? So as we unwrap this, let's see what is here. Because I want you to see this, man. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy got the Gear 512s, bro. Look at them! Look at the Gear 512s, boys. Look at Nika. Nika in the cut. Can I pull it out, yo? Look at Nika. Dude! Look at him! Look at my guy! In the cut! On all shoes! My boy Nika! Come on, man. Come on, bro. Can we get much higher, ladies and gentlemen, than my dog? Look at him. I mean, come on. One more time. Look at him. Look at him, bro. Look at the pose. And it's like, dude, so sick. So sick, man. I was like, bro, I gotta show this to the chat because I just got it today. And I was like, bro, shout out to my boy Josh, man. No, I got nothing but love for you, brother, even though you constantly pwn me in FIFA. But dude, the Gear 512s, look at the clouds, bro. Look at the clouds. My boy throwing lightning from the clouds, man. Backside. Got that. And then I think on the other shoe, it's got the Straw Hat logo. Yes, it does. It's got the Straw Hat logo. Just super, super cool, man. Wanted to share that with y'all. Because those are the Gear 512s. And they are so, so sick, man. So, so sick. My cousin got the Shanks, well, it might be the Stabs bundle at this point, but the Shanks shoes. And I was like, yo, that's super dope. And then my boy Josh came in clutch with the Gear 512. So, all love to him. We'll definitely be wearing those at some point in the near future. So, once again, Ali G, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. All love to you, and of course, may the Lord continue to bless you here in this next year, because Lord knows you've blessed me multiple times. I appreciate you for what you've done for the channel, of course, for the other individuals who have been gifted a membership. Ali G, thank you. And then Ali G comes in with a $5. Did you hear about Awashi ending on volume 40? My heart was broken, man. You know, this week was tough. For my love of football soccer manga, right? Because obviously, on one hand, yesterday we got one of the best episodes of the entire year, maybe even the best episode outside of the One Piece fan letter, and Blue Lock Season 2, Episode 14, bro. That was pure, unadulterated Zenith cinema, dog. I was like, I've rewatched that episode like 3 times. That joke was so peak, dude. It was like, man, the entire season, I was enjoying it so much. But obviously, because of the limitations in time, the animation, of course, it was lacking in the department in quite a few instances. So for them to go all out there at the end to see the time that was given to the animators to really cook was so beautiful, man. What a fantastic, phenomenal episode. It was like, yo, this is peak. And so I had to say goodbye to my Blue Lock, which I obviously love so much. And then tomorrow I got to say bye to Bleach, which I really, really don't want to do, but I've got to do. And it's going to hurt. But then on top of all of this, I have to say goodbye to one of my favorite sports manga, man. And something that's really climbing up my list of favorites, in Aowashi, which is going to end in 2 more volumes. So we've got like 14, 16, 12, whatever it is, chapters. So like, man, it hurts. It looks like it's going to have a slam dunk-esque ending, which I was not expecting. I was honestly expecting if Aowashi was going to end, that we were going to have like an Aowashi Part 2. Right, that was going to split it into similar to like Diamond No Ace or something, right, where it's like split into the acts. But if this is truly the end, then I can't wait to see what happens with the rest of this match, because where we are right now feels like the best stuff in the entire series. And to know that it's going to end on that high of a note is going to be, of course, really special. But I feel like it still had more in the tank, which is why I'm torn, because I know it's going to end off on a bang, but it's going to hurt. Of course, not looking forward to Aowashi chapters on a weekly basis. So we'll see what's in store for us, whether it is just a temporary conclusion until we get a second part, similar to like a situation from like another manga, like a Bambino, for example, that ended, and then you got Bambino Secando, the cooking manga, or something like a Diamond No Waste or something where it'll get a sequel after a little while. So I guess we'll have to see where it goes. But for right now, if it is going to end on this match, then I guess we'll have to see how it all comes to conclude. But it hurt, man. It hurt. I was like, sweet mother of Flagnards. Yeah, I don't want Awashi to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna miss it, Ali G. I'm gonna miss it a lot. If this is it, if this most certainly is it. Akash Bennett says, you know how kids have squeaky shoes? How about Nika shoes that play drums, bro? If my shoes start playing the I'd be like, man, that'd be the most peak thing ever, yo. Yo, OMG, what's good? What is good, OMG? Yeah, no, dude. LB, the Blue Lock, that episode was goated. Goated, yo. Yeah, that's true, Allergy. We still got the spin-off. Soul Leveling. Yeah, Soul Leveling is dropping next week. Yeah, we're gonna have some good manga dropping next week. A really good romance manga I enjoyed. The Medaka Kuraiwa one is dropping next week, which is gonna be super cool to see that animated. I really enjoyed that manga. 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You's back. I remember I was talking to y'all last year about how much I enjoyed that one, or was it this year? I don't remember when that dropped. But that one was super fun. Soul Leveling's coming back. Sakamoto Days, man. I'm so excited to see the anime adaptation of Sakamoto Days. Hopefully they cook, because that is a manga that I believe deserves a fantastic adaptation. So let's see how they end up doing with that. Netflix did a great job with Blue Box. Another fantastic sports romance series that I just absolutely adore. So Netflix did a great job with that series. So I'm hoping that they do a great job with Sakamoto Days, but I guess that remains to be seen. But we'll see how that goes. But I really like Sakamoto Days. It's absolute greatness. Yeah, no, y'all gotta get on Aoashi, man. That's that greatest. And of course, it's gonna end soon. But please use Iruma-kun manga to fill the hole left by Aoashi. Akash Panda, you might be right. You might be right. Sage says, man, I hope we get part 2. We need more Aoi. I think his brother's spinoff is still going. Yeah, Sage, no, you're right, dude. I'm really hoping it's a part 2 situation, right? Similar to like a Bambino or Breaker New Waves. Or you guys, I know you're a fan of the Breaker, Sage. You know how like we had like the first like 60, 70 chapters of Breaker. Then we got Breaker New Waves, right? And then we got the third one. So it's like I'm hoping that we get something like that with Awashi, where it's like Diamond No Ace, where we get like Act 1 and Act 2. And so that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see what happens there. But man, Coach, you've been playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. How is it? I've been really enjoying Pokemon Scarlet. I put it down for a little bit while this vacation week has been going on, but I can't wait to go back to it because I was really enjoying my time with Pokemon Scarlet, man. I mean, come on, it's a Pokemon game and it's Trails of Cold Steel. You know what I'm saying? An Academy, inject it. And then one more membership message comes in from Josh Pointer, who says, member for 16 months. Shout out to my boy Josh Pointer. Says, won't be able to make it to the stream. Mihawk greater than Stabs. Hey, I can't say anything against that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Stabs do anything. And obviously Mihawk is that guy. And so that remains to be seen. But you know what? You might be spitting. Now, let's get into it. Once again, thank you, Josh Pointer. I truly appreciate you. All caps, which means we got some stuff to look forward to in this chapter. Happy New Year, just because I don't see you guys before next year. I'm pretty sure, at least for the individuals who watch the streams, this will be the last time I see y'all. I will be doing Bleach tomorrow, and then next video will be in 2025. So, yeah, most certainly all love to everybody in 2025, and hope everybody's having a great Christmas as well. All love to you guys. Now, let me pull up the chapter, get my laptop. Let me see. Start a poll. Are we reading the title today? Reading the title. Tetsuya Saul says, "Yo, that's awesome. You're into Pokemon Scarlet. Make sure you get the shiny Rayquaza before." Oh, I've got to get it before January 5th. Oh man, I've got to lock in then. I've got to lock in if that's the case. Thank you for letting me know that. I never would have known that, Tetsuya Saul. Thank you. Let me see. Oh snap! I just remembered. Yo, Akash Panda. If you are still in the chat, Akash Panda. Before I read the chapter, I was told that at Jump Festa there was an Egghead Island preview video for the anime. Can you send that to me? Because I have not had a chance to watch it. I want to react to it here. Let me send that my way. Send me the Egghead PV so we can react to that together before we read the chapter. Because that is something I would like to watch. I have not watched it yet. Of course, I read the Jump Festa message, but I have not watched the PV, and I was told to watch the PV, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Send that my way, and I'll pull that up on on stream here. I very much want to see that, man. I want to see what we're cooking for Egghead next year. Let's see. If Coach was a toy like Woody or Buzz Lightyear, his crusty sound effect buttons would be like Drums of Liberation. Oh, could you imagine? That'd be hilarious. That's gonna be my toy. My toy sound effect. One of it just yells like peak, and the other one just has random buttons. If you catch a Quagsire in Scarlet, please name it Quag 2. I got you, Quag 2. I got you, Quag 2. I'll make sure to do so. I already named one of the things in the game Elliot. Trying to find the Trails party members. Alright, let me pull up the Discord. Alright, let me know whatever you send it to Kosh Panda. While Akash Panda sends that, here, yo, Nasty Ninja, what's good? What's good? While Akash Panda sends that in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is going to be our final chapter of the year. Unofficially, right? Because obviously next year, or this is the first official chapter of next year, but we're of course reading it earlier than we should be. But that's only because we are time travelers and not because we are pirates, although we most certainly are that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to read some Goat Raw Fire and Peak the Universal Language. You already know. If you are not a fan of the Universal Language, click off the video because this is not going to be the one for you, especially with the content that we're currently covering. My boy, Figurlando Stabzu, has made his way into the cut. I have no idea what is going to be going on. I am completely spoiler-free. Thank flippin' Subra and Wheezy Bird for letting me know super earlier on in the week. Because let me tell y'all, man, where we left off last week, I was ready to lose it. I was like, brother, I don't care what happens. I got to be here for next chapter. And I was almost here on Friday. Nearly came in yesterday, but I was like, no, today is the day. And I'm not letting any other things go by. I've stayed off social media all week, and I'm ready to read the latest installment in the best-selling manga in history, man. And I'll tell you what, bro. This year has given me the Gorosei appearing on Egghead Island, and then Stabs appearing on Elbaf. I mean, can we get much higher, bro? I don't know if we can, but we're about to find out, because we are here today to read the one and the only, that generational greatness known as One Piece. Let's go, man. Let's go. Thank you, Gosh Panda. I appreciate you. Let me look at it here. Ah, here it is. One Piece Egghead official trailer. Alright, let me pull this up. Hopefully we have sound today. Whenever we watched the Trails video last week, we didn't have sound. So hopefully we have some sound today. Oh, we do have some sound. Perfect. Okay, let's pull that back. Alright. Pull this up. Okay. So now... Thank you, Akash Panda, for sending me that. Now let me pull this up over here. Display capture. Pull this up, and let's react to this. Dude, I'm so excited for this, man. Let me make myself a little smaller. Down here. Alright, let's watch this, man. One Piece Egghead Part 2 trailer. What do we got? This is chapter 289. Let's go, man. Dude, we're months away. Why am I watching this now? It's gonna just get me excited. You ain't getting me copyright strike, game. Not today. Saturn. Let's go. Instant messenger sub. Dude, look at that cover art. April 6th. 11:15 p.m.? And it hasn't always had that time slot, right? I remember hearing that that it was going to change in time slot, but I didn't know nighttime. One Piece is always aired in the day. It airs like at 9:30 in the morning, right? Or what is it? 9:30, 7:30, 10:30? As long as I've been a fan, it's been airing in the morning. I think it had. I think it originally used to air in the afternoon, and then they changed it to morning time around Impel Down Marineford. I could be capping there, but I think that's what happened. There was a time slot change during the Enies Lobby arc, where then they changed to the 2-minute 30-second openings, and I think that was the first time slot change, and then it stayed in the same time slot for all this time. Or it's always been in the same time slot, and this is the first time it's changing. But this is interesting. Now that One Piece is going to be airing at nighttime, what does that mean for the series? Like, One Piece airing at nighttime is nuts. That doesn't even. That just feels weird, you know? Like, normally it airs in the day. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. At 11:15 at night. So that means we're going to be getting the episodes Sunday morning? Interesting. Okay. That is very fascinating. Like, if that's true, that's gonna change. That could potentially, the freaks come out at night. That could potentially change the way that we get the rest of the content within the series from an anime adaptation standpoint. No get copyright struck, Coach. I tried my hardest to to stop it. Yeah, I miss it too, Quag too. I really do. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Changed from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. That's what it is. So now it's going to come out at 9 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. I see. 9:15 a.m. Eastern on Sunday time. Yeah, so that's going to be even worse for me. I'm not home on Sunday mornings, so I'll just have to do the One Piece episode reactions on Sunday nights then. Whenever it comes back. Oh man, I can't wait, dude. That's going to be super fun. But anyways, we will get to that whenever the time comes. It is time to react to this chapter, and I can read the title. Dude, Oda, if there's anything I've ever wanted within this series, it's that I need Stabs content this week, bro. You know? You can't just give me that cliffhanger and leave me hanging for what's about to be like 3 weeks, dude. Let's see. Are we gonna get the Stabs content? I was about to go on Viz, but the chapter hasn't come out yet over there. Let's go over here. One Piece 11:35. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got the cover. Single page. Let's make it a long strip. And all right, here we go, y'all. So we got the cover. Is that Kochikame? So we got Kochikame here. Let me make sure. There we go. Let me make sure we got a little bit more lighting. I will be reading the TCB. Well, there's no Viz. There's no Viz. There's no Viz yet. Wait, there is no Viz, right? I didn't get the thing for Akane Banashi. Yeah. I'm about to say, because I always read Akane Banashi when it comes out, and I saw that it still said 6 days later. So yeah, for sure Viz doesn't come out. All right, here we go. Oh, look at how dope Luffy looks here. Look at the king with his arms crossed. Yes, sir. So we've got, of course, some of the other protagonists here. Wow, Sakamoto looks so cool. And obviously, they celebrated in the anime. I'm a girl Akane, man. Come on, bro. Sick stuff. Yeah, Luffy looks great here on the cover. This is every single year around this time, they always have like a collective cover. Several collective covers that they'll do for. I remember they used to do all the time for like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece back in the day. Do we have a color spread too? Notes. Happy New Year. I've reached level 50. My boy Oda's 50. As a young spirit, I will continue striving each week to work hard and refine myself. Oda, man, thank you so much for continuing to write this story, brother. Seriously. I know you must have so many things that you want to do, but the fact that you're still writing this greatness just lets me know that this really is what you want to do. You know, he could do anything else, but the fact that he's saying something like this, like I will continue just striving each week to work hard and refine myself. Like, you don't have to do that, brother. The fact that he's doing it means the world. Happy New Year to you as well. It's I believe it's January 1st is Oda's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, no color page. So it's just the color or the cover page, not a color spread. Man, dude, so many great manga in Jump right now. Anyways, chapter 1135, camaraderie cups. We're gonna get some sake cups, or the cups from chapter 801. Whenever Hadrudine and Bartolomeo and flipping Flagnards, man, Cavendish and the rest of the squad all did the. Is that Tama delivering a sweet chin music to Hold'em? We're packing Hold'em up. We're leaving Hold'em in 2024. We're not having any more Hold'em nonsense in 2025, baby. No. That stops in 2024. Sweet chin music. Our beloved daughter Tama comes in and packs Hold'em up. Yes. Get him out of here. Oni Child Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 21. I'm stronger than I was before. Pack him up, dog. That's all we want. Hold DL. Hold DL, yo. Hashtag Tama time. Come on, Brandon King. Come on. Pack him up. We're already off to a good start. We're already off to a fantastic start. Sweet chin music to hold him. That's what I needed in my manga. Pull this down a little bit. That's what I needed in my manga, yo. Bonnie. We've got Bonnie and Chopper on top of a humongous book. The letters are huge. It's hard to make out. Hold on, bro. Is this a universal language? Oh, hold on, bro. I can read this. LeBron scoring 40, 20 and 10. Right under it. Stephen Curry, amazing game winner. An overtime. I can't read what happens after that, but listen, man, I can put two and two together. They're reading the stats. You know what I'm saying? They're more than... Hey, man, I watched the game now. I was an epic conclusion. Epic conclusion to Lakers and Warriors on Christmas Day. I see it. D'Lo on his way to Brooklyn, man. Crazy stuff is happening. Crazy stuff. Now, Bonnie and Chopper, they're about to drop a Woj bomb in the series. Bibelote is this library's master. Is that the name of the owl? Who? They say he's been here for hundreds of years. So I'm going to assume Bibelote has been here. LeBron. I'm telling you, Bron, man. I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, he's dropping triple doubles at 40. He's Oda for real. Dropping triple doubles at 50. So we've got the owl here within the library who's apparently been around for hundreds of years. So I'm going to assume he's either been around since Nolan's time or since the time of Joy Boy 800 years ago. So he might be Babylotte may be able to be someone who could provide some really cool information in regards to the Void Sentry. All we can say for sure about this owl is, oh yo, that's a cool design. He gigantifies any book that enters his territory. So that's very interesting. That that adds a mystery element, number one, to what the ability can be, and number two, that ability has to be awakened. Because, exactly, like a Void Century Owl. So, if we're looking at Joy Boy's pet owl is nuts, which is super, super cool. I'm not sure if it would be like Joy Boy's direct pet, or someone that maybe Joy Boy met on the journey. Obviously, someone who's being stationed here on Elbaf as a scholar, so it says Babylot, head librarian of the Owl Library. So obviously a librarian. Let me reset this. I think make sure my stream is still going. But obviously someone who has to be extremely important, just based on where they are, and the importance of this library at Elbaf, which has continued to be emphasized throughout the course of the last couple of chapters, going all the way back to Egghead. So I believe it has to belong to an awakening. Either this is an awakening that gigantifies anything that's around this individual, or this is another mystery ability similar to that of like the Gorosei, that we just do not have enough context to understand and comprehend. Maybe even like the Rainbow Bridge that they created here at the beginning of this arc, utilizing that chalk. Like, these are things that we still have to understand. Mechanisms and parts of this system, whether it be of fruits and hockey, or here on Elbaf with the way that the island works, that we have yet to understand. But I'm assuming this gigantification thing has to be something of an awakening. That's going to be my prediction here. Cool design, though. I like the glasses. Hold on. Glasses? He's got a big nose? Are we looking at King Recon Jr.? Well, senior, maybe? Senior? This man's like 800 years old. He's probably my third cousin. News coups don't come to Elbaf since it's not part of the world government. But sometimes the fishermen bring some tiny papers back here so we can read them. I mean, I love the design of this library, dude. So we've got Bibelo up here. Bibelo up here. We've got Lilith right here. Saul. Is that Chopper down on the bottom? Or is Chopper still on top of the book? And then we have Bonnie. Is that Bonnie? On the right? No, Bonnie was with Chopper. Unless it's taking place a little bit later. Someone here is like sliding down the staircase. Newscus don't come to Elbaf, it's not a part of the world government. Sometimes the fishermen bring some tiny papers back here so we can read them. He must have eaten the rear fruit. Rear fruit and become a nurturing owl. To think even inorganic things can grow with his power. So it is a fruit ability. It's a perfect ability for a kingdom of giants. So rear fruit, becoming a nurturing owl, and even inorganic things, or maybe specifically inorganic things, can grow with this power. Feeling nostalgic? Look at Robin, man. It just brings joy to the soul. How could it not? How could it not bring joy to the soul, brother? Yeah. I hope they have medical books here. I know we had a few, but most of it was archaeological and historical works. We got some medical books native to Elbaf, too. Wow, I can't wait to read them. The Chopper Robin combo. You know, she knows that's her son. That's her son. You know what I'm saying? Although those books were always large, so they can't be shrunk down. This is the kids from last chapter. They're swinging. We have the king, Luffy and Usopp here. Yeah, push harder. So it looks like they're going on the swing back and forth. Yeah, bro, this has to be this has to be like so near where I live, there's this massive swing, quote unquote, but it's one of those that goes like all the way around. So I'm trying to remember the actual name of the attraction instead of an amusement park, but it's like this massive thing that goes back and forth. And it does like the full 180 turn, meaning someone will have to flip, right? So like as they're on this swing being held from their stomach, it goes back and forth until it gets enough momentum, where it does like a full turn all the way around. It's scary stuff, yo. But I'm assuming this is sort of a similar thing that's happening here because of the size of Elbaf. This swing has to be humongous. So this thing's going back and forth with enough momentum that a roller coaster thrills don't even compare to something like this, right? And obviously, it's very unsafe. But Luffy and Usopp have to be losing their minds. Usopp has to be terrified. The kids have to be terrified, and the king's just having the time of his life. So that's what that is reminding me of. Rearing as a verb, I see. So that's why I was a little perplexed there for a second. That makes sense. Probably been over a decade since I got one of those. It's crazy. When I was a kid, I used to swing as high as I could and jump off trying to get max air time. Oh, me too, Quag too. I remember specifically whenever I was like really, really young, I couldn't do it myself. I would tell whoever it was, whether it was my grandpa or my dad, it was like, yo, keep going until I have as much air time as possible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just a classic fun and sense of wonder for a child, right? That's your moment of really soaring and flying. This giant swing is the best. Of course, Nami's like, yo, sit down. Sit down, yo. This ain't the time. We're very sorry. Can't you see that you're scaring them? Hey, I wanted to stop too. And Nami just, once again, top one in the verse, coming in clutch and laying the smackdown. Because no one has better Conqueror's coding than Nami. That's well established. Well established, man. Not even Goldie Roger or Joy Boy have the Conqueror's coding of Nami, yo. And that's just a shoot. That's a shoot. It was so scary, Miss Gerd. Oh, you poor thing. Miss Gerd, I was scared too. Can I get some love? Can I get some love? I was scared, Miss Gerd. It's shameful for a warrior to cry. Oh, I love that. Going back to last chapter, of course, we were talking about the potential implications that it could have for the future of the arc, where the individuals who grew up with the generation of the mindset of the new generation, and not the mindset of those that like Luffy and Usopp look up to, and how those would clash in real time. And it's interesting to already have that here with Luffy saying, you know, it's shameful for a warrior to cry. Back off, Luffy. These kids were raised with nothing but love and kindness. Come on. Is this universal brat behavior now? Oh, he's doing the Momonosuke. Of course. He's doing the Momonosuke. And Sanji's like, this flipping Flagnard. You know what, Sanji? I'm joining you this time. Screw that Flagnard. This is a bit of a letdown, Usopp. Yeah, but it's not like a peaceful Elbaf is a bad thing. There you are, Straw Hat. Who's that? So much for peaceful. You're wide open. Is that the main character of Two Piece? What was his name again? Colin? Was his name Colin? You're wide open. Comes in. His sword breaks. Dealing with an emperor, baby. You're dealing with an emperor. Luffy disappears. Gear third, Gomu Gomu no. Elephant gun smacks the ground. It is Colin. Thank you. Luffy versus Buffy. Yeah, it's Buffy, yo. It's Buffy. Colin. Thank you. So it is Buffy. It is Buffy / Colin. So I was wondering, I was like, the hair looks similar because it reminded me of the Vicky the Viking stuff. So Luffy comes in, gear third, elephant gun. Now remember, this is the attack that walloped, it made Kaido in his dragon form sober. Never forget that. Chapter 921, we were here. We were here, man. Or was it 922? I think it might have been 922. One of those. Luffy came down, walloped the Flagnards out of Kaido, and made him sober. Never forget. Never forget. Elephant Gun sends Rubble into the air. Vicky the Viking goes back. Don't overdo it, you dummy. I didn't even hit him. That's not the point. Kia! You're gonna be in trouble. Shee. It's good to know not everyone around here is spineless. That Luffy's a meanie. I hate violence. I hate violence. Why'd you have to say it like that? That was so cool. You're an emperor, all right? So Buffy similar to... So Buffy and Luffy could be sort of within the same... Because we know that Buffy looks up to Shanks. And Luffy obviously looks up to Shanks as well, because they both think that this individual is extremely cool. So maybe that is going to be the one thing that ties them together. Oh, that could actually be a massive plot point, because if Colin sees stabs and Luffy sees stabs, that could cause for some trouble. That's going to cause for something crazy, because going back into what we were talking about last week, and why did we think of this last week, or why didn't I think of this last week, about the fact that if Colin saw stabs and he thought that was Shanks, but then Luffy saw stabs and he didn't think that was Shanks, that could cause some conflict between the two. Oh, why didn't I think of that, dude? That's definitely a possibility. Not only that, but going just into what we're seeing here with the difference in the mindset. The other kids obviously not being a part of violence or any of this in the slightest. And you have a Colin who comes in and wants to take a stab at a so-called emperor that he's heard so much about. You know, it's very different. You're just as bad, Colin. Our resident delinquent is here. Oh, he's the delinquent. He's the Yusuke Urameshi of the squad. Why do you have to pull these stunts and ditch school? Shut up. I hate weaklings like you. Yeah. He's such a brute. I love how they even still with the giants for slumming the yeah. Colin, yo man, you got the best design, dog. Colin, don't cause a scene. So, but that was a solid first strike. So it's like you're getting the scolding, but at the same time, like, that was a good strike. You know what I'm saying? That was a good strike. I love that. Mom, Mato-san. Mom? Mother? And we're not saying that in a joking way? Mother? Mom? Mato-san made all your favorites. What? You're a mom, Ripley-chan? At least you're teaching your son the old ways. Aren't you going to tell him to apologize for that sneak attack? So she's going to be the mother of the two-piece protagonist? Sage is the father? Mother of Flagnards, man. I thought it was me. All. Hey, like I said last week, we're believing it. We're definitely believing in the Ripleys. You know, we're believing in it. Did you know my father's a human too? Is it flipping Shanks, dog? I'm sorry. I gotta get that red-haired Flagnard out of my head, man. I can't help it. Wow, Lingon berries. I'm so happy. Well, my father is human. Very well could be Sage. Lingon berries. I'm so happy. He used to be a pirate. Used to be. And he didn't fear anyone, not even the warriors of Elbaf. Your dad's human? Used to be a pirate is interesting. My husband's much younger than me. I'm a candidate. Our marriage is more informal because of that age gap. He always said it'd be weird to make it official. She's gotta be like 100-something years old, right? Since he'd be the only one to ever grow old. Me next, Quagtooth says, me next. That's crazy. Dude. So now I'm curious. It's got to be about the giant. So that means the individual could very well be like 80 years old. And she could be like 200. But because of the way the giants age, it would be much different. So a human. God bless him. Man cooked. That's all I know. That brother cooked. And he took it's thanks to him that we're getting the two-piece protagonist as well. That brother might be him. We might be looking at Monkey D. Dragon Part 2. Hold on, man. I'm trying to see if there's any clues here. My father's a human too. He used to be a pirate and he didn't fear anyone, not even the warriors of Elbaf. I think that's a very important key piece of information. Sanji asked your dad's human. Marriage is more informal because of the age gap. He always said it'd be weird to make it official, since he'd be the only one to ever grow old. Is he for real? Even the libraries... Oh, so we're switching over to something else. That's interesting. Ocean Flan says Louis Arno. Watch out, Lazy Muffles. Louis Arno will be interesting. Louis Arno will be interesting considering how long maybe that person's been alive, considering what we saw in 1132. Gabon, Shiki. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Scopper Gabon? Whoops. Whoops. Yo, man. If it's my dog Whoop Slap, get out of town. Get out of town. He is one of Luffy's grandfathers, and he'd be the pops of Buffy. Forget it, man. He might have the most clout in the entire series if that's flipping Whoop Slap, yo. Even the library is awesome here. These books are huge. Luffy, I want to talk with Saul a little longer. Robin, man. The bang. I can't get over the bangs, dude. I can't. It's like, I went so many years without having seen it that it just... And I'm someone, like I said before, that loves the post-time skip design. But there's just something about this design that just makes me feel warm. And it makes me feel like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? With Saul a little longer. I'll meet you at the feast later. So Robin's going to stay here with Saul. This is our first individual who's going to be staying behind with someone else. Which means if something were to take place, they're going to be separated. For at least for the time being. Yeah, she. Those guys partied for 3 days straight, so we'll have plenty of time. I'm staying too, so Chopper's also staying behind. Got it. Don't worry about me either. I'm going to hang around and get my resident permit. Me too. So Bonnie and Lilith are going to be staying here as well. So we're going to have Bonnie, Lilith, Chopper, and Robin staying behind with Saul here at the library. Ow! I also got some business around here. This entire kingdom's on an atom tree. So Frankie's going to be focusing on his upgrades. Okay, right. Let's go. The same kind of wood which the sun is made of. Beautiful. So Frankie will be staying here as well. There are a few atom trees around the world, but the age of this one is off the charts. I want to learn more about the treasure tree while we're here. No worries, we'll just go on ahead. I gotta eat before I starve. I'm at my limit. I've got something for you all. What is it, Gerd? She's blushing. What did she have? Dopey spread. Oh, the other Straw Hats. Oh, they got their Elbaf outfits. Let's go. Oh, before I see the outfits. Yo, this is. I'm sorry. Yo, this is excellent. I look more like a warrior now, don't I? That's Brook. Brook's got the helmet. He's rocking a little bit of the horns. He's got some gloves. Okay, Brook, rocking with it. I like the cane. Reminds me of one of the Thriller Bark zombies, honestly. So now we switch over Robin, bro, you look so cool, dude. She's got the fur, like Nami. Ah, Robin always looking sick. Damn right, Book. I'm feeling stronger already. Say, how come you've got clothes on our size? This man Frankie's rocking the full-blown horns. Ah, man, no shirt. He's got the little pelt down here. Well, of course, rocking the toy action figure look on top. Jinbei! My dog Jinbei! Of course, also looking sick. Love the design here in the middle of the belt. And the fur coat. Come on. Dude, look at look at the hair. He's got locks. Jinbei's got locks coming down, man. My dog. Jinbei always looking clean. Always. Even Tito, Rocket Power Jinbei and Egghead Island was looking clean. But he's really looking clean here. It's surprisingly comfortable. They're looking awesome. I'm right there with you, Gerd. I'm feeling stronger already. Say, how come you got clothes in our size? I like making human clothes for fun. But that's all it is, I swear. Yeah! They're so cute. She just loves cute things. I'm glad you like them. Gerd, you would be an awesome member of our crew. You know, you could make awesome costume designs for us for days. I wouldn't mind. I most certainly would not mind. You feel me? Jimmy's always clean. Brooke and Robin, my favorite. Yo, looking clean. Nami with Robin this arc. Yeah, I also do prefer Nami's design. Well, I don't know, yo, because the Bangs Robin. It's like they're equal. They're equal for me. They're equal for me. But I do love Nami's design a lot here. That's actually tough. I feel like ranking them is super hard because like Nami's obviously one of my favorite designs in the arc. Love Luffy's design. Sanji's design is so cool with the Night. Zoro's got the Cloud Advent Children goggles, so it's tough. But they're looking cool here as well. All super cool. So Luffy says, "All right, we'll meet you guys at the village." So this is going to be, of course, where they're going to separate. Luffy is going to be going back. See you later. Quest Castle. The video game references continue, man. Let's flip it. Go, bro. Let's go, man. The gaming references continue. Now, if we're going to continue with these RPG gaming references, then y'all can't sit here and tell me that my dog Zoro wearing the Advent Children goggles is not direct. It's direct as can be, man. It's direct as can be. We had an FF7 reference the other day. Come on, bro. It's right in my face. It's in all of our faces, man. Quest Castle near the Western Village. What are you twerps doing here? We guards can let you roam free. Are you part of the Strat crew? What business do you have in this country? Oh, the gold stabs! Let's go! Let's go! It's time! It's time! We're looking for the one called Loki. Stabs is here for flipping Loki, dude? Where's my Jordan jersey? Oh man, it's time. It's time. We're looking for the one called Loki. She's dotting. Oh god, the dragon syndrome. Loki, why would you want to see that criminal? So we've got these two. Bro, look at Stab. We see little small figures down here. Our country suffered greatly because of him. He's the kinslaying fiend who killed our beloved King Harold. That's why this castle's so empty. Then will you tell me where he is? We can't do that on the off chance he uses you to escape somehow. So you won't tell me? Sorry, this is a waste of time after all. The hooded figure, bro. Come on, Stabs, bro. Let me see. Do. We're gonna have the Dododo birds from Pokemon? Huh? No, this has to be some sort of joke. Bogey. What happened? It hurts. Huh? What's wrong? What did you do? Why is he keeled over? This man just started chanting like he was casting a spell. Do do do. Is he doing the drums of liberation? Do 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 do. And then he says bogey. So this dude keels over. It hurts. Bogey. Bogey. Or is that his name? Is that Bogey's name? Is his name Bogey, or is that the... This is what happens when you're too rude and prideful. I wasn't really asking before. So that was her that did that. It wasn't even Stabs. Gua! This time I'm ordering you to tell me. What's going on? I don't know, bro. They're casting spells. What is going on, bro? So Stabs and old girl are on the move. They force one to... They don't even have to lift a finger. Dude hits the floor. She's talking about being rude and prideful. And Jemima. Is that a sword? Stabs. Oh, man. Bro, it's gotta be flipping. Dude, that has to be the same exact silhouette that we saw in chapter 1122, whatever it was, where we saw the dude who were like, yeah, that's gotta be the Stabs twin brother thing. That is truly a sword. That's just adding on to that theory that is the dude from the final cover, the final dope spread from that chapter. I think that's a sword there. Mother of Flagnards, man. So, she's the one that does this classic shonen battle manga style, right? Where they utilize an ability that we have no idea what it is, but it's obviously super broken, and we have to figure out what we're going to do with this now. Oh, man. Dude, I want to know, bro. Western Village? Go back! Go back, man! Go back! I want to see Stabs! We've come a long way from the East Blue. Yeah, we finally made it. Hey, the Straw Hats are back. That's the Straw Hats saying that, right? Luffy and Usopp. Alright, never mind. Stay. Hold on, let me go back first. Let me go back! Bro, they're here, man. They're causing damage. What are they doing? Alright, back to Luffy and Usopp. No. Back to Stabs. No, back to Luffy and Usopp. I'm sorry. Back to Luffy and Usopp. Alright, we're staying here. We're gonna stay here, and then we'll go back to that later. We're just gonna stay here. We always dreamed of... No, I'm sorry. I gotta go back, bro. I gotta go back. It's Stabs, dude. It's flipping Stabs. And, bro, what is she utilizing? What in the flying flatters she... What is do-do-do? I'm scared to even say it. I feel like something's gonna pop up in my own room. Do-do-do. 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 I mean, bro. What is happening? Brother keels over like he's J. Garcia Saturn. This is me when I have a stomach ache, bro. And I'm just like, oh. You know, I was like, bro, I can't, man. I can't do this, dude. I have to know. Like, what is going on? And it's like they're in the Quest Castle. And they're looking for Loki. Okay. We're back now. We're good now. We're good. She's using bandages. I see. So that is her. Oh, I see the hands. Okay, so she's like the she's like the man, what was that? There was a Ben 10 alien that utilized like these wraps in the wraps of bandages in order to utilize certain techniques. It's the first thing that came to mind whenever I think of something like that. That's actually a really cool thing if she has like a bandage ability or something like that. Thank you for pointing that out. That's so true. Okay, anyways, we're back. Luffy and Usopp, we're having fun here. We always dreamed of coming to the country of giants, the homeland of the world's greatest warriors. I know, bro. We've been expecting you. After all, you small folk defended our pride. You freed us after we were fooled, and you saved us from being erased. All of us would like to officially welcome you to Elbaf. We may be small, but they aren't looking down on us. She. Here's to the great pirate. Here's to the pirate. Here's to the great pirate, Straw Hat Luffy, one of the 4 emperors, man. The great pirate, bro. He's on the level of Roger at the beginning of the Odin flashback. The great pirate Straw Hat Monkey D, man. One of the 4 emperors. Sanji, Nami, Brook, and to his crew that took down those monsters, Kaido and Big Mom at Wano. Tell him again. Wow. Raise your camaraderie cups. Oh, what a beautiful panel. For the Straw Hat crew. Wow. Cheers. Beautiful. What a page, man. What a page. You better believe it, though, son. Here's to the great pirate, Straw Hat Luffy, one of the 4 emperors. Come on, man. It's beautiful. Beautiful, son. Another double spread. Bo! Ja. They're really livening it up. It seems the Straw Hats have returned. Aren't you that giant that was caught on Sabaody? That's right, call me Stassen. After Hadruddin told me we were going to be under your umbrella, I knew it was fate that brought us together back then. I'll definitely repay this debt one day, thank you. A refresher on Stanson, a childhood friend of Hadruddin that was captured while napping and brought to be sold at the human auction house. Due to another incident, the Straw Hat crew caused a commotion and allowed him to go free. Peak fiction. Luffy coming in, punching Charlos once again. Absolute peak. I see, I'm glad that we did help you. I'm glad that what we did helped you. And this is just, once again, adding more to that moment. Something that we can look back on, especially after the Kuma flashback context. And of course, with this as a refresher of like just how important that entire sequence was to the overall context of the narrative. The emotional weight of it, right? Are you all having fun? Elder Jarl! Elder Jarl's here! Who's that? This dude has a massive beard. Bo ja. Oh my, it looks like we have some tiny guests. That giant's built like a mountain. Dude, he's like 3 times the size of Dorian Broggie. Elder Jarl, you made it. Mountain Beard Jarl, hero of the giants, the oldest one in the world, 408 years old? This man is from the time of Noland. There's a sword in your head, Gramps. Oh, there is. Bo ja. Oh, this whole thing? I'm lucky my helmet saved me. But it's going right through. Classic One Piece gags. Classic gags. Oh, man. So now they're going to have a meeting with the Jarl. That'll be fascinating. So maybe he'll enlighten us more to what happened with Loki, which should be really interesting, and obviously with King Harold and stuff. So now we'll have a conversation with the Jarl. Fun gag with the sword for sure. Man, but I can't get over this flipping stabs part, bro. So, she utilizes bandages, immediately makes this dude submit. New Straw Hat outfits, looking great. Flipping Colin is what is going on, man? What in the flag doors is going on, bro? Fun chapter, man. Bibilo gonna be hanging on to maybe either having a connection to Jarl from 400 years ago, and that's whenever this individual first came here, or a connection obviously to Joy Boy and them back in the Void Century. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But it looks like we're setting the stage now for sure. I'm just looking forward to seeing when the Holy Knights end up popping up in front of the actual Straw Hats, and or will they make it to Loki first, or will they make it to the Straw Hats first, or will they come into contact with the Straw Hats first? I'm not sure, but I'm fascinated, endlessly fascinated, man. I can't wait. Oh man, I have to wait like 3 weeks. Oh, flag darts. Fun chapter to leave us off on, though. We don't have to theorize on who the husband is, though, because it's me. Alright, anyways. Let's go into... A mummy yokai is fascinating. Oh, let me go. A mummy yokai is interesting. Okay. Let's go through the supers. Let's talk about this chapter for a bit. So Akash Panda says she hurt the giant with the bandages. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate you, Akash Panda, for that. Very, very interesting. I just want to know what can be done with bandages, right? Like, obviously the main usage for bandages is to capture. But let's just say if you infuse bandages with hockey, they could potentially really do some damage, especially for holding somebody in a hostage situation and or making them keel over the way that giant did. So I'm curious, can you make those bandages burn? Can you make those bandages, like, electrify someone? Like, how deep does it go? I'm fascinated. I think the concept is interesting. I really do. Thank you, Akash Panda. Then Akash Panda follows and says, Luffy has to get the keys from the castle. Luffy versus Stabs. Let's flipping go, man. Dude, you know, Akash Panda, while these chapters have been dropping, already getting the Saw reunion felt so weird. Because that felt like an end of arc thing. That I remember in the moment when we were discussing it after that chapter, and we got over the emotions of what was happening, I was like, this is happening early because stuff's going to pop off to the point where we won't have the opportunity to do that. And now we're even getting the banquet spreads that are normally saved for the end of arcs? Oh no, something really, really crazy about to happen on Elbaf. To the point where we might not be able to do another banquet. So if we're already getting that this early, then that just means that it's going to pop off to the point to where unforeseen levels of pop off. Where there won't be an opportunity to do stuff like this again. So Oda's doing all of it now. And what better way to kickstart that than Luffy versus Stabs back at the castle? Very well could be the case, Kosh Panda, and I would be so down for that. 2025, give me Luffy versus Stabs. All day, any day, man. We need it. We need it. Thank you, Kosh Panda. Marcia comes in with a 125 and says, the hype for Stabs is real. Imagine him being 1v1 with Buggy-sama, directing all his grudge for Shanks toward him. Book it, Oda. Let me see that, dude. I would love to see that because I want to see, obviously, Buggy's reaction, but also Mihawk's reaction on seeing Stabs. Because those are the two individuals that know Shanks more than anyone that we know of, right? Besides his crewmates. Like, besides them, it would have to be Buggy and Mihawk that have, like, the strongest tie to someone like Shanks. So, them seeing someone like Stabs would just be an interesting interaction. As in general. Let alone for the fun of it, right? For stuff like that. And the grudge and stuff. I think that'd be super dope. I like that a lot. Let's book it. Fantasy booking, baby. Thank you, Marsick. I appreciate you. Mark97 comes in with a 5 and says, does Elder Jarl have a devil fruit? You think he could have like a mountain fruit? Or... That's a good question. I'm gonna say yes. I don't know what fruit it would be. The reason why I say yes, Mark, is because we already know what Loki did trying to get the legendary fruit. That he had to go out and do what he did to his pops. So if he had to do that to get that, I'm going to assume that the Jarl maybe has an ability as well. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, Mark97. I'm going to say yes. The Jarl does have an ability. Now, what that ability is, I'm not sure. If it has to do with why he's so big, or something that we have yet to see. Maybe having to do with the sword going through the helmet, or what, maybe the beard and how long it is. I'm not sure. But I am going to put my stocks in the Jarl having a fruit. I'm going to put my stocks in that. OOF Levance comes in and gives 5 memberships to the channel. All love to you, OOF Levance. Thank you so much for that. Truly, truly appreciated. Then, Levance comes in with a 10 and says, thoughts on there being a hockey concealing cloak that Venom Shanks, dude, that is such a great way of saying it. Venom Shanks, Venom Snake. Yo, shout out to the Metal Gear reference. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is such a cool name. Venom Shanks. / my wife have? My wife. Maybe Blackbeard used one at Marineford to suppress the Devil Fruit's will, since will equals hockey. Oh, interesting. So, the cloak, the reason why Blackbeard used the cloak back then at Marineford, being used to suppress the fruit's will, thus having the fruit stay there, and him being able to eat it against the fruit's will. That's interesting. So, you think they could have a hockey concealing cloak that could have some sort of connection to the one that we saw back in Marineford? I didn't even think about such a possibility. That's super cool. Venom Shanks / your wife having that is fascinating. A hockey concealing cloak, I'm going to go with yes. I think that is a very, very good possibility. And could be a way that you keep them on this espionage mission without alerting the Straw Hats. Even though we saw a clear explosion of hockey earlier. But maybe it's due to the concealing cloak that no one was able to feel it, right? Potentially, bro. Potentially. It's a great idea, man. That's a very, very fascinating idea. Yeah. I'm just thinking about it. You might be onto something there. That might be the reason why no one picked up on the fact that these dudes just randomly showed up on their doorstep at Quest Castle. Not only that, But how that massive blast of Conqueror's Haki that we saw in this last chapter wasn't really felt by anyone. A Haki concealing cloak would definitely help with that. I like that. I like that double F Levance. I think that works. The connection to the Blackbeard thing is also really interesting, right? Because it just adds more to the overall a spectrum of things that we still don't understand in regards to what actually happened there. Which I'm assuming we're probably not gonna know until we get the origin of fruits. But thank you. That's a great, great possibility. Then Akash Panda comes in with a 2 and says, "What if Stab summons Instant Messenger Sama?" That would be the craziest chapter in One Piece history. There's just it would be no debate. Could you imagine? I mean, obviously we already got the Gorosei showing up. Would you imagine Stabs summoning Instant Messenger Sama to Elbaf? To Elbaf? Nah, man. We gotta stop. And the crazy part about it is, I'm not even gonna deny the possibility. I'm just gonna say it would be one of the craziest moments ever. It would be one of the craziest moments in One Piece history. Showing up like he's pain. Now the world shall know pain. And he just cartoonifies himself like he did against Sabo. And just starts going ham. Oh man, Instant Messenger Sama. That would be crazy. That would be insane. Thank you, Akash Panda, for such a cool idea. Let me translate this real quick. The Shanks twins receive orders from their boss to kill Loki. Luffy comes to protect him as promised, and Zoro's sword is ready to clash. Oh, so you think they're working together. So the Shanks twins receive orders from their boss being potentially their pops and or Instant Messenger Sama, to go and kill Loki. Luffy will protect him as promised, and Zoro will be ready to clash. Yo, let me get some Zoro and Stabs action, or Luffy and Stabs action, please. Please. That'd be so cool. Thank you, my friend. Recon! Membership for 33 months. Good lord. 33 months, and says, was Skypiea the last time we partied before a climax? That's the arc that I was thinking of that could potentially put a wrench in what I was saying. Because obviously we got one of Oda's favorite scenes, one of the most iconic scenes, where we first saw like the Joy Boy stuff in there, and the drums with the Skypiea party. And then the chaos ensues, and then we got another banquet after that. But I think that is the only time, Recon. I don't recall us ever having another banquet that took place before the end of an arc, like in the middle of it, besides Skypiea. And this one's taking place right at the very beginning too, Recon. Like we're like a volume in. And we're getting it. But I don't know. I don't know, Recon. I want to say that was the last time that we got that. Anything can happen, DJ. Anything can happen. Now the world shall know Mu. Exactly. Exactly. Wild idea, Loki has the Chow Chow fruit. He has the ability to control the chaos in those around him. He uses it to force peace in the underworld animals, but can also make them go crazy. I'm not going to rule out that possibility, Braden King, because we've already seen Bello Betty's ability, right? And how that's able to rile people up. So instead of riling people up and getting them ready to go out and fight and motivate them, being able to control chaos is very interesting. And honestly, that could be an extremely valuable ability, which is why I could see that being a legendary fruit that could be heavily sought after. That's fascinating, Brandon King. Never in a million years would I have thought of such a thing. Super cool idea. Did the tea party count as a banquet? I wouldn't count it as a banquet. I would count that as just like similar to like how an auction house scene is in like Sabaody or something. It to me that's kind of like what it is, rather than like a banquet party scene. Yeah, I'm telling you, Recon, it might be spelling doom. Like, the more we think about it and the more wholesome content we get at the beginning of this arc, think about it like this. The last time we started off an arc with beautiful, wholesome content, I'm talking like full-blown wholesome content, was in Sabaori. Even though that we had like some really, of course, very dark undertones in the background, we start off that arc in a very, very wholesome mood, right? And look at where that left us. So I'm not saying we're gonna lose or something here at the end of this arc, but what I am saying is that whatever takes place here on Elbaf could potentially be the thing that takes us from this point to what the rest of the series has in store for us, where we might not have a banquet at the end of Elbaf. And the next banquet we get after this is the banquet at the end of the story. Or when we find the One Piece. We're at that point now where I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. It's like the amusement park mood. Thoughts on Oda's jump message around the world incoming? So, obviously, Akash Panda, Oda's jump message, as always, was super fun to read. Let me actually go back to it so I can see about like this person shaking up the thing. Let me go into the specifics. I forgot the specifics of it. Oda. Okay, obviously, paying respect to Kazuki Yao. Where is the thing? As for the manga, at last we have reached Elbaf. Everything seems to be laid back and all in this country. Everything seems to be laid back and all in this country, but the arrival of a certain man will break that calm. Of course, that is Stabs. Meanwhile, we'll also see abnormal phenomena happening in the other oceans, which means around the world content is going to be happening soon. That man will finally begin to stir up the world. And that is fascinating to me. So my prediction... So, who do y'all think that man is? My prediction is that man is the individual... Well, it's so interesting, right? Because my first thought process is Blackbeard, but Blackbeard's already stirring up the world. Blackbeard's been stirring up the world for a very long time, but specifically in the Final Saga... Look at everything that Blackbeard has done within the Final Saga. It doesn't sound like somebody who will finally begin to stir up the world. It feels like it's someone else. And I don't even want to say it's Shanks. Because Shanks took out Kid last arc. So, a character that hasn't moved yet is obviously Dragon. Could that man be Dragon? Because the arrival of a certain man is obviously Stabs. The abnormal phenomena happening in the other oceans, that could be connected to like the emu stuff and all the around the world content that we're going to be getting here, which is going to involve a lot of the characters. But, and then look at this. Enjoy the breather while you still can, for you may not get a chance to catch your breath again. Which is exactly what we were just talking about. That now finally begin to stir up the world. I don't know, man. I don't flipping know, bro. I don't know. Like, I just don't know. Like, I based on the way that it's worded, I feel like I can't say that is Blackbeard or Shanks, who are obviously the biggest, most important pieces of the final saga, that obviously not the Straw Hats or Buggy. That could potentially cause so much chaos. But with the Holy Knights having moved now on Elbaf, it makes me want to believe the Revolutionary Army is about to move too. And they can most certainly stir up the world doing that. So I don't know, man. I have no idea. But I'm curious. I'm moving to Wano at the end of the series. Yo, I'll have that. Exactly. The contrast to be on purpose, just like sexuality. Very well could be. No, I'm out of water. Let me see. Do I still have some up here? That very well could be the case, Sarovi. Like, the brakes stopped it, and originally his mind, like, the Holy Knights for end of the year. Very well could be. I mean, that's sickening to think that he had in mind to have the Godosei show up on Egghead and have the Holy Knights start taking off at the end of the year. Like, what a crazy thought process. Very well could be the case. No, it's Bobbins, for real. The Year of the Dragon. That's true, Ocean Plan. That is a great point. I got a little theory on Stabs and Shanks situation. Can't fit it in chat, so check Discord, DS, brother. Gotcha, Sage. Let me see. The Stabs and Shanks situation, in my opinion, can be one of the classic ones where twins were born and Garland had to choose one as the heir. And to avoid infighting with the house, he decided he would let one go / die, fitting of his ruthless nature as we've seen so far. To avoid this, Shanks' mother, when in God Valley was happening, hid him in the treasure to save his life, and that's when Roger takes him from God Valley. That's a great theory, Sage. So he keeps Stabs, lets go of Shanks. Shanks' mother allows him to escape in the treasure chest, and then Roger, of course, takes him from that treasure chest that we saw in the film Red stuff. Very well could be the case. And I'm not going to rule any of that out. That very well could be a situation that we can tackle now that the twin thing, the clone thing really feels like it's starting to take shape here. So if we're heading down that road, it would also lead into why Oda has not shown us the God Valley flashback yet, because we need to include stuff like this, right? I like it, Sage. I like it. Let me get some more interfamilial conflict, man. It's the best stuff in the world. It's the best of the world. I appreciate you for sharing that. Goku's about to appear something. Yo, exactly, Quack, too. Like, the arc is also giving me some spooky vibes. Like, it feels like everything's going too well. Not anymore, because the flipping Holy Knights are here, but excuse me, it felt like everything was going too well. It still does. Excuse me. What's gonna happen, man? No. Imagine Loki shows up with the fewest, and eyes one like Loki. One Piece eyes pop out, and Luffy's like, "Oh, hey, Loki, bro. What we need is a Gear 5 Luffy and Loki interaction." That's no, bro. We need a Gear 5 Luffy and Stabs interaction. After, of course, Stabs does whatever he's about to do. That would be great. Coach, will we get some lore with Elder Jarl since he is the oldest giant? Maybe we'll learn some ancient kingdom lore or Nika stuff. I think that's possible, DJ, with either the Elder Jarl or with the owl that has been there for a very long time. One of the two for sure. What's gonna happen first, GTA 6 or Dragon? I might regret this. Dragon. I'm going to say Dragon Ocean Plan. What is that? I'm going to predict that GTA 6 comes out late 2025, maybe early 2026. So late, that's going to be like September, October, November. I'm going to go Monkey D. Dragon moves before that. Of course, we don't have to see an attack. We just have to see him, like, move. I'm going to say Dragon. I'm going to say Dragon. Yeah, for real, Mark. Yeah, no, we're going to have to do on Rust 2B if that's the case. Okami 2 is coming up before Dragon. That's not confirmed to come out next year, right? It just got announced. I'm gonna say Dragon before Okami 2. I'm gonna say Dragon before Okami 2 and Dragon before GTA 6. I'm more than likely to be wrong, but the Holy Knights are already moving, so let's see. Let's see what happens. Just a few steps, the direction is and east. That's all I gotta see. Just let me see some movement. Let me see some movement. But ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call it here. It is Monday, so we gotta. I'm pretty sure not just me, but a lot of y'all have to wake up early in the morning. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by tonight for this One Piece chapter. Definitely wanted to read this as soon as possible, but unfortunately was not able to. So we settled for tonight. But much love to everybody who made the time to be here. It means the world, obviously, to end off the year with another banger. Hopefully, Dak and I will be able to collaborate tomorrow to be able to do the chapters, the favorite chapters of the year stream. Talking about our favorite chapters, looking over the results that he held over on his channel, and seeing what we're going to, what is going to win the best chapter of 2024. As well as our look into 2025 for the One Piece series. So if you're interested in that, Dak and I are more than likely going to be hosting that tomorrow night. So definitely look forward to that. But until next time, yes, a Happy New Year to every single one of y'all. All love to the squad as always. We've been through many New Years together. But I truly do hope that y'all have a wonderful, wonderful New Year. And I will see y'all. I'm going to record Bleach tomorrow. I'm going to try my hardest to record Bleach tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to try my hardest to do Hunter x Hunter. And then we'll see what happens between then and the next One Piece chapter. And what's going to take place here on the channel. But besides that, y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. God bless. All love to every single one of y'all. And I can't wait to wear those Gear 5 shoes. Because they go crazy. All love. And thank y'all so much for stopping by, man. Flippin'.